Damian Synadinos, give it up.
Thank you. All right, how do I follow that neuroneuroticism, whatever the heck that was? That was awesome. All right, hi, my name's Damian Synadinos. My company's Ineffable Solutions. My talk is Science, Software, and Scissors. This is about 95% fun and about 5% book learning. So, before I get into this, I want to ask a couple questions. How many people in the audience, maybe you describe yourself as a business analyst or some type of designer in your 9-to-5 job? By applause. Some BAs out there? All right, a few of you at this conference. All right, next question. How many of you would identify as a developer? Somebody that bangs on keyboards and makes software. There we go. That's the conference we're at. All right. Now, how about testers? Are you out there validating and checking and exploring software? All right, a smattering. So, all of us, BAs, developers, testers, we all have our own jobs and we all help make software together. Would you say what you do is important in the greater software development lifecycle? Yes, of course it is. Now, the next question. Do you feel that what you do is the most important part of the software development lifecycle? Wait, do not answer that question. I'm going to get back to that in just a moment, okay? But first, I'm going to talk about the scientific method. Very roughly, you might describe the scientific method by this: hypothesis, experiment, evaluate. That is, somebody makes some observations and they formulate some type of hypothesis. They design a hypothesis. Next, somebody develops an experiment. The hypothesis is based, the experiment is based on that hypothesis. It informs this experiment. After they conduct this experiment, it produces results, and those results can be evaluated. And you can compare the results of the experiment against the original hypothesis. This is very, very rough approximation of the scientific method. But this particular process was used by Deming and by Schuhart to create their own models that you might have seen described as plan, do, check. Roughly, somebody makes some observations and they come up with some sort of plan of something to do. Somebody, maybe the same person, does that thing. They carry out the plan. Finally, the plan itself, after it's carried out, somebody might check and make sure that the thing that was actually carried out, and they compare it to the plan that they did. Now, I'm going to put it in terms that we here in this room are probably more familiar with. Design, develop, test. There's probably people in this room, maybe you're a BA, and you come up with some type of design, a plan for the software you want to build. Maybe somebody else goes ahead and takes that plan and makes it manifest. They bang away on the keyboard and they create and they develop this software. At the end, the testers take it and maybe they test it. They check the thing that was made manifest against the plan, against the thing that was designed. Now, maybe in your shop, you design software a certain way. There's a lot of different ways that we design software. It looks like stairs and waterfalls and V's and spirals and springs. There's a lot of different ways and methodologies that we develop software. And in some of these methodologies, they specifically call out who does these particular tasks. And some of these methodologies talk about how these things are done. And some of them talk about when these particular tasks are done. And I don't care about any of that today. What I do care about is the relationship between these different steps in these cycles, in these models. I think it's fair to say that the hypothesis, a plan, a design, helps inform the experiments that we develop, the tasks that we actually do, the things that we develop, the software develop are all informed by the hypothesis, plan, or design. I think it's also fair to say that the experiments that we conduct and the things that we do and the software we develop provides us something to evaluate, to check, or test. And I think it's fair to say that those things that we evaluate, check, and test validate in the sense of supporting or disproving the original hypothesis, the original design, the original plan. So, this three-step process reminded me of one of my other favorite three steps. This one. Anybody know RPS, rock, paper, scissors, Rochambeau? Raise your hand if you know how to play. All right, stand up if you want to help me with a scientific experiment and you know how to play. Stand up. More of you, more of you. There we go. This is interactive. So, those of you that are standing know how to play and you want to play, you're going to help me conduct a scientific experiment that will answer the question I asked at the beginning, once and for all with empirical evidence. Which is the most important aspect of software development? Is it design, is it development, or testing? We're going to use RPS to find that out, but we're not going to use RPS because this isn't an RPS conference. This isn't rock, paper, scissors. This is a software conference. So we're going to use design. The BA, they write down their requirements on a piece of paper as they design this abstract concept that they want to create. Next, the developers, that informs the developers that are pounding away on their keyboard with the rock hands. And finally, as they develop this thing, that provides something for the testers with their checkmark V to test. So just coincidentally, they're the same 3 hand signals. But what I want you to do right now is pair up with somebody next to you that's standing and wants to play. I'm going to count to 3, say 1, 2, 3, throw. If you lose, you sit down. If you tie, you sit down. There's no ties in software development. If you win, come towards the front of the room and find another winner. Play another round. Winners come forward. Losers and ties sit down until we end up right here at the front with one final game, and we will find out with proof what is the most important element of software development: design, develop, test. So are you ready? 1, 2, 3, throw! All right, losers, sit down. Winners, come towards the front. You tied, too bad. Come forward, find another winner. Organized chaos, here we go. We got winners right here. You're searching for a winner. We got a game. Play your own round. 1, 2, 3, throw. Oh, tie, you're both out. Winners, come this way. Find another winner. Look for somebody that's standing. We got a couple winners here. I got some standers over there. Come towards the front if you won. All right, are you ready for the next round? 1, 2, 3, throw. All right, winners, come forward. We got one winner right here, another winner right here, another winner. 3. All right, you're on deck. You guys play. You ready? 1, 2, 3, throw. Oh, testing beats design, as we all know. You ready? Final round to determine the most important element of software development. Ready? 1, 2, 3, throw. Design beats development. BAs, there's few of you in the room, but now we know the truth. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.